What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca, and we are here today to talk to you about seasickness.
Blech.
Alright, guys. Any cruiser out there, I think one of the first things you have to decide for yourself or worry about is whether or not you're going to be seasick. And so we thought we would provide a little tip for you today about what you can do to possibly avoid your seasickness, what you can do if you get seasick, and really just to give you some idea of what seasickness is.
Yes.
Yeah. So first of all, what is seasickness? So the way motion sickness in general works is it's a conversation between your ears and your eyes and your brain. And so your ears and your eyes work together to kind of tell the brain whether you're moving or not. And so what happens in situations of motion sickness, your eyes, they don't think that you're moving because you might just be seeing the same stationary thing, but your ears kind of feel like you're moving. And so when those two things get out of balance, you get nauseous, you get seasick.
Yeah.
And so...
No good.
No good. So here's a few things that you can do before you cruise to help you not get seasick.
What are those things, Tony?
Alright, so the first thing you want to do, seasickness is more likely to happen if you are dehydrated. Mm-hmm. And so the night before you cruise, you want to make sure you hydrate with a lot of water, and you want to be careful how much alcohol and caffeine you consume, because both of those things will dehydrate you.
Right.
So if you're going to drink, if you're going to have some caffeine, also offset it with a ton of water.
Mm-hmm. It's also recommended that maybe you don't drink alcoholic drinks 24 hours before.
That's right. You got to save that until you get on the cruise.
So you hit the Lido.
So you want to be well hydrated when you get on the ship, and you probably want to eat something before you get on the ship. Mm-hmm. So the nausea really has a better opportunity to kick in on an empty stomach.
And they do say to kind of shy away from greasy foods and that kind of stuff before and even during the cruise.
Now, some people will... they'll take medicine before you get on the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few different things. Yeah, so there's a patch. Mm-hmm. You want to apply that before you start moving.
Right.
And they do suggest if you're going to take Dramamine or Bonine, which are both motion sickness, seasickness medicines, you want to take that a few hours before you take off.
And try to get the non-drowsy.
Yeah, so that most of those things have side effects. So the patch is definitely you don't want to be driving or operating heavy machinery with the patches. And same thing with the Bonine and the Dramamine. Mm-hmm. It's good to take the medicine so you don't get sick.
Right.
But you might risk fall asleep on the first day.
Tired.
So you've got medicine that you can take. You've got patches, and there's an alternative to medicine, and these are pressure point devices called C-bands.
Right.
And so it uses a pressure technique, right there on your wrist, and apparently that will actually prevent you from getting motion sickness. I don't know if that puts your body in alignment. I'm not sure what the science behind that is. But those are things that have had some success. The other cool thing about the C-bands are you can buy them and reuse them. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Now, Jenny and I are pretty fortunate so far. Knock on wood, we haven't gotten motion sickness or seasickness. Right. And so a lot of this comes from like reading reviews on Amazon or interfacing with people in our Facebook community. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I've seen some people have good success with the C-bands.
Right. And we also had 2 kids that used to get pretty car sick.
Yeah, so we did have some car sick kids, and we would give them Dramamine, and I know that would work for their motion sickness. We'd always give it to them maybe like a half an hour before we would travel.
Right.
And they wouldn't get sick. So Jenny, what do you do if you start to get seasick?
Oh boy, get up on that deck and look at that horizon.
Yeah, so like we mentioned before, the motion sickness really comes from confusion between your ears and your eyes. So if you start to feel nauseous, don't stay anywhere where it's stationary. So don't stay in your cabin. Don't sit down. It's best to stand up and then to go somewhere where you can actually see the motion. So if you go out on the deck where you can see the horizon, it's going to help your eyes and your ears get in sync, and should help you from it should help you not be seasick.
Right. Also, they say like saltines, maybe like a Coke. Coke is always good anyway for nausea, that kind of stuff. Ginger ale. And they say ginger a lot. So like they have ginger in pill forms, powder form, They have ginger root candies that you can
candy.
suck on. Ginger tea. What else was there?
Yeah, we heard somebody mentioned that like green apples are good.
Oh yeah, green apples, essential oils.
Yeah.
That can kind of help. I know when I get nauseous, I'll have like a peppermint tea. And they say peppermint essential oil is really good as well.
Yeah, so I've never used essential oil. Basically, you just dab it on you, or?
Yeah, and I mean, like if you're at home, essential oils, like you can put them in your little diffuser.
It's like an aromatherapy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, really the hopefully you don't get sick. That's the way to go, right? So make sure you're hydrated. Make sure if you feel like you're somebody that's prone to get sick, to make sure you take your medicine before you get on or get the patch. And then if you start to get sick, I think the most important thing is just to get somewhere where you can see the motion, which almost seems counterintuitive. It's like, oh, I just want to lay down and cover my head with a pillow. But that actually will probably do you more harm than good. So try to get somewhere where you can help your ears and your eyes get aligned. Maybe have some of those home remedies with you to try to make it go away. All right, guys. Well, how about you? I'll throw it out there to maybe some experienced cruisers that are watching, maybe some people that get seasick. What are some of the techniques that you use to make your seasickness go away, or what do you do in advance to make sure you don't get seasick? Make sure you leave a comment below and let the people know.
That's right.
But you want to have a good time on your cruise.
That's right.
And so,
And that could really put a damper on it. So I think, yeah. So if you do get sick on the ship, what do you do?
Yeah. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, we ask that you consider subscribing. Mm-hmm. Follow us over on social media.
Hey, and they can check us out on Twitter and Instagram at Lido Loca.
And come on over to the most fun Facebook group of them all, the Lido Loca cruising community. And we'll probably start a post over there about seasickness. So if you want more information, come and join that group. It's open to everybody. And we'll keep the conversation going. But so I feel pretty good. I don't feel nauseous at all.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I guess until the next time.
We'll see you on the Lido.
See you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye.